Now we are going to understand about the Snell's law and the refractive index whenever there is refraction of light while going from one medium to another. Let's take the case of light going from air to glass. Air is optically rarer medium and glass is optically denser medium. We have already seen whenever light is coming from air to glass, it bends towards the normal. This is the normal of the incident ray and the normal related to the refracted ray. Angle of incidence, angle between the incident ray and the normal. Angle of refraction is the angle between the refracted ray and the normal. Now, it is common sense whenever we are driving and as soon as we see congestion or more dense population, our speed slows down. So, case is similar. So, in case of light traveling from a rarer to denser, example, air to glass, there is bending towards. Why does this refraction or bending happen? For the simple reason because there is change in speed of light, and this time the speed of light is much more in air as compared to speed in glass. Therefore, the case of refraction or the bending of light. Now we'll understand Snell's law. Snell's law is the second law of refraction. Why the word Snell's? Because it was founded by the Dutch mathematician and astronomer Snell. It states the ratio of the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant for a given pair of media. So, what is given pair of media? It is talking about a particular medium for the incident ray and a particular medium for the refractive ray. In this case, it is air to glass. Now, we'll see in trigonometry, every angle has sine value. This sine value can be found from trigonometric tables. So, for this particular case, from air to glass, sine of I divided by sine of R is a constant, and this constant is called the refractive index. Symbol is N, and we call that refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first. Now let's understand it again. If I increases, R will increase. So eventually what will happen for different values of I and R, will always see sine I by sine R is a constant. So that is about refract. Now let's take a case. Suppose for one medium, incident ray, refracted ray. Now let's assume a case. Now light is traveling from that first medium, not to the second, another third medium. And suppose there the bending is more. Bending more means less R. So more bending, less R means this value denominator becomes smaller, so refractive index becomes greater. So we can summarize, higher the refractive index, more is the bending of light. That means more is the change in the speed of light while traveling from one medium to another. Now we'll understand the refractive index from a different perspective. We have already understood with respect to sine I by sine R. Now refractive index indicates the light bending ability of a medium. How much light can bend when it's passing from air to that medium. In general, we define refractive index of medium 2. Medium 2 means the medium in which there is refracted ray. With respect to the medium 1 is the ratio of speed of light in first medium to the speed of light in second medium. The symbol used in NCERT is N21, refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1. It is equal to the speed of light in medium 1 divided by speed of light in medium 2. So that is V1 by V2. If the first medium happens to be vacuum or air, because we assume that more approximately the speed of light is same in both, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Then the refractive index is called the absolute refractive index of the second medium. So in symbols we can say NM. M stands for medium. So refractive index of medium is speed of light in air divided by speed of light in the medium, or in symbol C divided by V. Now let's understand. Suppose we say refractive index of glass is 1.5. So C by V is 1.5, or if we cross multiply, we see C is equal to 1.5 into the speed of light in glass. So we can say if refractive index of glass is 1.5, then the speed of light in air or vacuum is 1.5 times the speed of light of glass. If the first medium is not air or vacuum, then we take the term relative refractive index, that is, suppose light coming from water to glass. So air is not the first medium, then we'll use the word relative refractive index. Thank you.